If you're looking to add more books to your summer reading list, then this video is going to be perfect for you because I am planning out my August TBR. I'm talking a lot of beach reads, some romantic suspense type of novels, so it should be a lot of fun. I'm also going to do like an honorable mention of some of my favorite July reads. I was a really bad reader and did not completely track everything I read in July, so who knows? I have no idea what I read. It's all up in the air, but I am going to talk about two favorites, and then I'm going to get into my August TBR. In case you don't know, I'm Cassidy with Fruitful Reader, and let's just get into it. I'm only going to talk about two books that I read. I did read some Kindle books and things like that, but I'm not even going to talk about them because these are what's most important. I read the Wonderland Trials by Sarah Ella. And let me tell you, look at all those beautiful tabs. This book was absolutely amazing. This is a fantasy novel. It's completely clean and it is so amazing. As you can probably tell by the title, this is an Alice in Wonderland retelling. Everything about the characters, the story, it was just so well thought out and well planned. I've read the classic books by Lewis Carroll, so reading this was like finding so many fun Easter eggs that I could like relate to. It follows Alice, who is normal, and in this world, it's kind of like a dystopian fantasy world. There's something called the Wonder Gene, and if you have the Wonder Gene, you have the ability to access Wonderland. People with the Wonder Gene are suppressed and are really like kind of like a hidden secret society because they're just not accepted, and they're persecuted really if you are found to have this Wonder Gene. So Alice goes on this adventure of kind of like learning who she is, like a coming of age with also like some sweet kind of like friends to lovers romance with the chess character. Yes, like Cheshire character, just like the cat. And it is just so well thought out. The characters are so fun. There's Maddie, like the Mad Hatter. And it's just, I just absolutely love it. It's just like a big wink to Lewis Carroll. Highly recommend it. High stakes competition with like a puzzle like mystery also going on in the background, and the descriptions and the setting is just beautiful. You have to read it. Next honorable mention is Mammoth by Brian McBride. Also tabbed this one. This was exactly what I needed. This is like a mixture of the Goonies and Indiana Jones vibes, and it has literally the best found family ever. You get multiple point of views of different characters, and it just brought the story to life so much. There's a little sweet kind of like little tiny sprinkle of romance, but it's mostly focused on really the relationships of the characters with each other and discovering what's happening with the mystery. I don't want to ruin anything. It mostly follows the main character, Tommy, and his group of friends, and they discover a secret hidden room in a lighthouse during a big storm. So they have to follow all of these crazy clues to figure it out, and it's super tangled and like really centuries of lies, and it's just so well done. This is part of a 4-book series. The last book is not out yet, but it will be released soon. So I have ordered the other ones because I have to read it. So there's Mammoth, Titan, Letheon, and then I don't think they've revealed the 4th book's title yet. But yes, it's going to be so good. I can literally not wait until I get these books in the mail. Absolutely amazing. Highly recommend. It's just genius. I read it so fast too. I read it in like 4 days, and this book is not small. It's like over 500 pages. So highly recommend this one. So good. Okay, moving on. Let me get a drink. I've been seeing this thing on Instagram. It's probably been down there for a while, but I just don't pay attention. Where people call themselves beverage goblins, and I think I identify with that. I definitely always have drinks nearby, and I'm that person that brings a water bottle and drinks everywhere I go. So today I'm drinking bubbly in my little reader cup. Okay, moving on to my TBR. So we're already a little bit into August when I'm filming this. But I am going on vacation next week, so I'm trying to be really realistic. Like, more than likely, I won't read all the books on my TBR. That's okay. So I really wanted to go with like kind of like a beachy, summery feel, you know? Just like, I just want that feeling. That's what I want. I have some really good ones. I have Denise Hunter, Barefoot Summer. This sounds just like the cutest, like romance, but with like some depth to it. It follows Madison and Beckett, and Madison wants to do like this sailing competition or something like that to honor her brother's loss. So in comes Beckett, who's going to help her. So lots of chemistry, very cute romance. I think it's going to be super cute. And then I have some novellas. Now I purposely picked this up because there's 4 books in one. It's called Aloha, the Hawaiian Hideaway. And the authors are Colleen Coble, Carol Cox, Denise Hunter, and Gail Slater. From what I understand, it's all centered around these brothers who own this resort. So it's following them as they like fall in love and stuff like that. So I think it's gonna be really cute. Quick read, hopefully. It's like a little over 300 pages. So they're pretty short novellas in here because there's 4 books. But I think it's gonna be perfect to take with me on vacation to get some reads in. Next up is A Bookshop by the Sea by Denise Hunter. And I have been literally saving this book forever. I really want to read it. I just haven't got around to it. This follows Sophie, who kind of like just sacrificed her life to help raise her siblings and help them out with their lives, and really didn't get to do her dreams of starting a bookstore. But now like everybody's flown the nest and she's finally going to start pursuing the dream. So she's going to her sister's destination wedding, and she runs into, what's his name? Aiden, who was her high school sweetheart. So this is like a second chance romance, I'm assuming. A hurricane happens and he is forced to stay with Sophie. So forced proximity with second chance romance during the hurricane. And it also makes the delay of getting her bookshop set up. So I'm really excited. I think it's going to be really cute. It sounds bookish, summery, fun. I mean, look at the cover. Just like all oceans and happiness. So it's going to be a fun one. Next up is A Distant Shore by Karen Kingsbury. This one I started reading, obviously, but I kind of like wasn't like into it at that point. This is a romantic suspense that covers like human trafficking and things like that. So it's definitely like more heavy topics. So I think I just wasn't like in the headspace at that point to read it. So I'm hoping I can get it read. It is set on the beach, even though it's like more serious tones. So it follows Eliza, and Eliza is basically a prisoner on this island who's going to be forced into an arranged marriage by her father, who is a super bad guy. And then she meets Jack, who is an FBI agent. And they're going to join together to take down her dad and all the bad things he does. I always like reading those when I'm on vacation, so I think this will be good. And am I being real with myself? Do I really think I'm going to read 4 books on vacation? No. I will more than likely read 1, maybe. To mix it up, I have some historical romances too. I got The Gentleman and the Thief by Sarah M. Eden. These ones I probably won't bring with me on vacation, but I still want to read them this month. I've been seeing this one floating around, and I just picked it up at the library sale, which I'll be posting that vlog soon. But this is going to be cute. So it follows Hollis and Anna. Hollis used to be a very wealthy man, but basically his family money has dried up, and he writes like those penny dreadful novels that people wrote in the back in the day to make a living, but nobody knows. So without that income, he'd be totally broke. Anna is a music teacher, but she also is a secret thief at night. She assumes the identity Phantom Fox, breaks into homes of the wealthy to reclaim treasures she feels that were unjustly stolen from her family when they were struggling. So Hollis's brother hires her as a tutor for music, and it's very interesting. It just sounds like a really cool premise. I'm really excited to read it. And then last on my list, at least my physical TBR, is The Dancing Master by Julia Klassen. She's like the quintessential historical romance author. I feel like she's amazing. She's like an instant buy for me. I will buy anything by her. She's just awesome. This follows Alec, who's a London dancing master, and he moves to a new town and they don't do dancing there. So he's like trying to figure out like what's going on, like why can't they dance? And he ends up becoming friends with Julia, who is like super flirty. Super flirty, super fun, very outspoken and bold. And but she kind of has like, you know, she has depth in her heart. It's both of them, and they're both trying to uncover like the secrets to their village and like why there's no dancing and like just kind of what's going on and that kind of stuff. So it sounds like super cute. It's a Regency romance, very time period classic. I just love these kind of novels. She's very good at writing historical romances, so I think it will be super cute. Is that it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, that's 6 books on my TBR. Boom Scoop. And then for my Kindle, I don't have any specific books picked out on my Kindle, but I am currently reading one book. Let me pull it up because I cannot remember the name of it. I am reading Blade of Ash by C.F.E. Black. I've read other books by her, so this is another series. And then this one, I am currently 53% through. So I'm like decently through. I've been reading this slower because I've been kind of reading like more physical books lately. But I am currently reading that, so I'm hoping to read that and then maybe a couple more books in the series. I cannot remember how many books are in the series. I think it's a longer one. I think it's 3 or 4 books or something like that. I want to get through that series. That's my goal. It's actually really, really good. It follows Red, who has just been made king because his father died. And basically in this kingdom, they all have like these magical sorcerers that protect them from like curses and things like that. So the person who was protecting his dad failed, and it is a woman. So it's kind of like the reverse bodyguard. So she becomes like a bodyguard for the new king of Red, and they're both very similar ages. So they're really butting heads. It's very enemies to lovers plotline, I believe. It seems like a really fun magical romance so far. I think it's going to be really good once I can get through it. But yeah, overall, I'm really excited about what I have picked out. I think these are going to be perfect. I am definitely going to take, no matter what, I'll probably take these 3 on vacation with me. The Aloha, because it's novellas, the Bookshop by the Sea, and then A Distant Shore. I think I'll take these ones when we go. We're only going to be gone for like 4 days. So I'll take this in my Kindle and I'll pack those. That is my August TBR. Make sure you comment below and let me know what you're reading in August. I love reading all of your guys' recommendations and what you're currently liking. So make sure you comment below and let me know. And if you're ready to start tackling your TBR, make sure you go watch this 1-hour read with me where I'm actually reading through this book, The Wonderland Trials. We can read together and annotate for an hour and really start cracking down on that August TBR. Thanks for hanging out. Bye.